This is things you need to know in order to hit Immortal in Valorant. I've been Immortal for years, and I have over 5,000 hours of in-game competitive match time. Even if you are already Immortal, I guarantee you will learn something new. Put together all these tips and tricks, and you will hit Immortal in no time. So, notice here how I make no audible sound in my first couple steps. And this is me making a sound. This is going to be the entire basis of tip number 1, how to swing. Alright, the buy phase is up, and what is the very first thing that you do in your Valorant round? If you said anything other than taking your pinky and smashing it down into your shift key so that you are now walking, you are wrong. When you take an audible step in Valorant, you offer information. If you do not need to offer this information, then do not offer this information. This is how your bottom frag jet swings. And this is how your top frag jet swings. Notice the difference of quality in these swings. This is how you are going to move in Valorant. Notice how every single time I decide to swing, I stop and counter strafe before I make any noise. Staying within this limit will allow you to get high quality swings, all while denying that information you would normally give up if you were running. I do not make a single audible footstep, all while getting good swings on my enemy. Speaking of sneaky beaky like, tip number 2, suppressors on guns don't have tracers. When shooting through a smoke, if you are using a ghost or a phantom, your bullet is invisible to the enemy. It looks vastly different compared to, say, the Vandal, which completely telegraphs the angle and position you are shooting from, making you an easy target through the smoke.
That's the lot of.
Tip number 3 is going to be a quick one. You can actually tell if your bullets are passing through walls or not. You will always be able to visually tell if your bullets are successfully penetrating through an obstacle. All you have to do is look for the dark circle in the middle, and if it's there, the bullet made it through. For this next tip, we're going to be looking at the Clove overheal, and it is not what you think. Here, you can see me using the Clove overheal. I did not use it for the extra health. In fact, I used it for something completely different. You get a 15% movement increased effect each time you click your overheal button. This allows you to rotate faster, maybe catch a timing, or, like you're about to see in this clip, allow you to swing. The added movement speed will take your enemies off guard. You are putting them in a position that they are not used to, and you are already ready for. Tip number 5 is going to feature one of my most long-kept hidden trade secrets that almost nobody in the Valorant player base knows. This has been in the game since day 1 of beta, and I have never seen anybody but me talk about it. Are you ready? When you are being sage rezzed, you can crouch and cancel your body from being lifted up in the air. All those times you've died from being sage rezzed over the sage wall, you could have lived by just holding crouch and lowering your body hitbox. What this means is every time that you are rezzed by your sage, you should always be holding crouch to make your hitbox not as easy of a target. Comment down below if you've actually known this existed, because I've never seen anyone else talk about this. And now for tips 6 to 7, smoke play. Smokes in Valorant are oftentimes the very first point of contact with the enemy. Learning how to correctly navigate around these smokes is a critical part of the game that will win you the majority of your rounds. Many times it's because of the smoke that there's a first blood or the very first actual move is played in the round. So first things first, how do I enter a smoke? You have been tasked with entering this smoke with no utility, no help, just you. This is what you do. Congratulations, you just looked like a complete dumbass. If there was somebody inside that smoke, you're dead instantly. He sees you before you see him, and it's not even close. But do not fear, for a solution is here. When you get close to any smoke, you swing your gun out of the way, ideally put it parallel to the smoke, and as you are pushing through, you swing your gun into the smoke, flicking onto anybody inside. Not only does this allow you to hide your gun so they can't just kill you outright, it also gets you that good quality swing we were talking about in tip number 1 of the video through that smoke while still not making any noise. Now, what if I don't want to go in the smoke? I know there's a ton of enemy combatants on the other side of the smoke, and I want to try and get a kill to tip the sides in our favor. What do I do? The first thing you need to understand is the skewer method. Basically, the angle at which you spray through the smoke, you want to skewer as many common angles as possible, giving you the best chance to headshot someone through the smoke. It is essential that you are aiming at head level, good crosshair placement, and burst firing when spraying through the smoke. Do not spray. Please, for tip number 8, stop using Phoenix Util to just heal. Did you know the Phoenix Wall can cover an entire bomb defusal made by you? Did you know you can deploy the Phoenix Wall through other walls, allowing you onto the bomb site? It even allows you to flash through the wall and get space backsite. Not only that, once you're backsite, you can throw your molly into the CT smoke and then get even more space and then do your job even more as a duelist. Just please don't do this anymore. I can't take it. Something else I can't take is wrong graphic settings. And yes, I said wrong because there is a right way and a wrong way. I don't care what graphics card you have, what kind of computer you have, what kind of player you are. Every single person is going to be running low, 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 medium. The difference between these settings from a clarity aspect is night and day. Every single professional player you will see running these settings. Another important setting is your minimap. It is bare minimum that you make sure that you can see every part of the map in your minimap. Which brings us to the 10th and final tip, the most important one. At the end of the day, the only numbers that matter are the 2 big ones at the top. If these tips helped you and you're serious about hitting Immortal, my personal Discord is in the description below. I'm active there all the time, so if you have any questions or want me to critique your gameplay, I'm there. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, whatever to motivate me to do something like this again, and I'll see you in the next one.